YoWorld has been an online community for 2 decades, a place where millions of players built homes, friendships, identities, and memories that stretched far beyond the screen. What began as a simple social game became a second home, a world that grew with us, changed with us, and stayed with us through the best and hardest moments of our lives. It has been a constant presence through good days and difficult ones, a familiar world that always felt like home. Over the years, YoWorld survived storms that would have ended most online games. It faced shutdowns, ownership changes, technical challenges, and the pressure of evolving technology. But every time the world seemed ready to fade, the community refused to let it die. Players rallied. They organized. They fought for the world they loved. And YoWorld lived on because its people believed it deserved to. But behind the scenes, the company running YoWorld, Big Viking Games, has faced challenges that have slowly changed the experience for the community. Support has become slower, communication has faded, and many players feel like their voices are no longer being heard. Employee reviews tell a story of a company struggling internally. Ratings are low. CEO approval is low. Only a small number of employees say they would recommend working there. Former staff describe burnout, overwhelming workloads, and feeling unheard or undervalued. Some say they were expected to carry the weight of multiple roles. Others describe management as inconsistent or lacking direction. These reviews are public. Anyone can read them. They reveal a company fighting to stay afloat behind the scenes. Some former employees talk about stress that no perk could fix. They talk about leadership that felt disconnected. They talk about layoffs, instability, and a future that felt uncertain even from the inside. Others describe YoWorld as a game kept alive, but not nurtured. A world maintained, but no longer growing the way it once did. Financial signs reflect the same pattern. Growth has slowed, job postings have decreased, layoffs have occurred, new development has become rare. YoWorld still receives updates, but most are small and cosmetic. The deeper creativity the community once saw has become less frequent. And now, in the middle of all this, Big Viking Games has announced one of the biggest changes in YoWorld's history, a new land called Utopia. Utopia is not meant to replace classic YoWorld. It is an expansion, a second world built on a modern engine with better graphics, smoother performance, and new possibilities. Classic YoWorld will remain exactly as it is, with every home and every item preserved. But Utopia comes with a difficult truth. Classic items will not automatically transfer. Years of collecting, decorating, and building identities will not appear in the new land on day one. Instead, items will be brought over slowly, in batches, over time. Players will begin Utopia with almost nothing, even if they spent years building everything. For many long-time players, this has created a mix of hope and fear. Hope for something new, fear of losing what they built, excitement for a modern world, worry that classic YoWorld may fade into the background. Some players wonder if their items will ever fully transfer. Others fear that Utopia could eventually overshadow the world they have loved for so long. BVG says both lands will exist side by side. One account, 2 worlds. A choice every time you log in. They have opened a suggestion box, asking players to help shape Utopia's design. But even with these promises, uncertainty remains. The slow transfer of items, the separation between the two lands, the lack of clear communication, all of it has left players unsure about the future. Utopia represents a new beginning, but also a painful transition for those who have spent years building their identity in classic YoWorld. A look at the company's history shows how things have changed. From 2011 to 2016, the company grew quickly. From 2017 to 2019, growth slowed. During the pandemic, internal strain increased. From 2022 onward, reviews and reports show a decline in support and stability. By 2025 and 2026, YoWorld appears to be in maintenance mode, even as Utopia is being developed. Players have noticed the signs: slower updates, delayed responses, reduced communication, and now, a new world that brings both excitement and fear. This documentary is not meant to create panic. It is meant to bring clarity, to help players understand what is happening behind the scenes, to give them the information they deserve. YoWorld is still here. The community is still strong, and as long as players continue to care, Both lands will continue to exist. This documentary was created and fact-checked by Titan Light.